Hey y'all, it's Linda again. This is my 6-week update. I had my 1 month, come on Alice, follow-up doctor's appointment today, and they said everything is great. They did my blood work. I think they took 9 or 10 or so vials of blood today. Excuse me. The only thing they want me to change is to exercise a little bit more. My food, everything I eat, and the foods that I eat are all okay because I do my protein first. I need to get in some more fiber, so either try to work in a few more fruits and vegetables or go with a fiber gummy. Probably going with the fiber gummy because I can't eat much more than I do. We'll do my stats real quick. See, I'm 5'8", I'm 43 years old. My high weight in December of 2014 was 305 pounds. My surgery weight on October 20th of 2015 was 248 pounds. And today, December 2nd, I am 228 pounds. I've stayed the same the last week pretty much. That's okay. I have lost 2 clothing sizes since surgery, and so I'll take that as a win. I started out in a size 26 jean. I'm now in an 18. 20s are too big. Some 18s, depending on how they're made, they're a little snug. I'm wearing an extra large pant. I went from a 4X top to a 2X top. Had a few NSBs today. My first one was I was able to wrap a standard, regular old plain old bath towel around myself with no gap. I could tuck it. Didn't have a whole lot of overlap, but there was no gap and I could use it. I was able to cross my legs comfortably sitting at the doctor's office. I did it, and then I was sitting there for a few minutes before I even realized what I was doing. And I've been able to sit Indian style and get up from that position without having to flip over onto my hands and knees and work my way up. I just have to work in some more exercise, walking more, and so my neighbor upstairs and I are gonna join a fitness center together and start going. My insurance covers it. I have silver sneakers, so she's trying to find out if her insurance covers it or if she's just gonna pay for it out of her own pocket. We've got one locally that's only $15 a month. And they're pretty nice inside. Since surgery, I know I've said this before, I feel so much better. I have more energy. I sleep so good now. Before I had insomnia, I'd be up and down. I'd wake myself up snoring or not breathing. I'd wake up kind of gasping for air. If I hadn't decided to have the surgery, I was going to have to go have the sleep apnea test. Both my parents use CPAP, so I'd probably been the next one in line. But since I came home from the hospital, I sleep so good. I wake up at 9, by 9 is sleeping in for me now. Before it was 1 or 2 o'clock because I didn't sleep. I left the hospital off my diabetes medication. I have since come off my blood pressure medicine. The doctor cut it in half and I took myself off of it a week and a half ago. I was having dizzy spells. When I first got up, I'd be dizzy, and then just walking across the room, I'd get dizzy. And I made it almost into my kitchen and had to grab onto the wall because I almost blacked out. My vision went. I couldn't do anything, couldn't move. So ever since I stopped taking it, I've checked my blood pressure. It's fine. They checked it today, said it's perfect. I'm still able to get all my protein and my fluids in. A few things I eat are a little higher in carbs than they like. But as far as, I'm still only getting 40 to 45 carbs in a day. Occasionally I get 60. So they're okay with that. As long as my total doesn't exceed, she said 100, 75 to 100. I don't know. I try to stay well under that. Now, my weakness is ice cream. I was a Dairy Queen addict. I bet you I was there 4 or 5 times a week before. And I've caught myself really craving ice cream. Edie's has an ice cream. Let me pause and I'll go get it. Okay, I'm back. Edie's has an ice cream. Hopefully y'all can see this. It's backwards to me. I'm hoping it's right facing to you. Slow churn, no sugar added ice cream. And it's actually pretty good. You know, of course, I can't eat a half a cup of ice cream. I put a half a cup in my little coffee mug and couldn't finish it. It melted. This has 100 calories per half cup, 3 grams of fat, 30 milligrams of sodium. It's 40 total carbs, or 14, I'm sorry, 14 total carbs. But it's only 8 net carbs and 3 grams of protein. And it tastes pretty darn good. It's Edie's slow churned, no sugar added. I got the vanilla to try. I wasn't gonna get one of the, get too fancy. My stomach's still not into too much. I can't eat anything with sugar. Oh, good Lord. I ate this little Hershey thing. It's got the little cookie sticks with the Hershey's chocolate to dip it in. I got for one of the girls I babysit, and she was sharing it with me, and I was sick for almost 3 hours just from that little bit I ate. Sugar and me are not friends, which is a good thing because I have a problem with sugar. Let me see, yeah. So far, you know, everything's going good. As far as, I know I've talked about the food. I'm rambling. I apologize. I lost my place in my notes. You know, I made chili. You know, I've been able to eat anything except for chicken. My stomach's still finicky with chicken. I can eat steak. I can eat pot roast. You know, as long as the pot roast, I chew it up really, really good. But chicken, it's still real finicky on. It just doesn't care for it. In plain hamburger, I have to put ketchup or barbecue sauce or something on it. Even if it's a really juicy piece of hamburger or meatloaf, I've got to put something on it. I did some meal prep the other day and made bacon cheeseburger meatloaf, which is really, really good. And Shelly's ricotta bakes. I don't put the sauce on my ricotta bakes though. I'm not a big spaghetti sauce person. Excuse me. I made them in the muffin tin and then popped them out onto a plate and froze them and put them in a freezer baggie so I can just take out what I need. I know I'm a few weeks late doing my update, and I apologize. I told you in my last video that we were probably having to move. My son had been out of work for 6 weeks, and before that, the month before that, he was out 1 or 2 days a week, so they ate up his missing so much work, you know, ate up our savings, and waiting on his short-term disability to get here, we ran out of, you know, money, and we were late with the rent. Haven't been late but once or twice, and that's only like a day or two. And one time it was because, you know, the landlord was out of town, so it's not like we're late or, you know, don't pay your bills. But we were like this close to being evicted, so I was panicking, running around trying to find a place for us to live. It was a mess. It was very stressful. I was ready to pull my hair out or sit down and cry. But his check finally got here, and so the rent was paid and we were good to go. Right now we are looking for a different place to live. Our neighborhood is not the best. It wasn't bad when we moved here, but some of the landlords in the next few buildings over have just let anybody and everybody move in there, and there's drug problems. There's been people shooting at each other. There's been a stabbing in the area, well, a couple stabbings. It's gone crazy. 2 buildings over, it's gone nuts. So we are looking for a little bit safer neighborhood. So I'm hoping this house that we found today works. I'm gonna get with the landlord and go look at it. It's a really cute little 2-bedroom house, but it's got a huge backyard. It's mostly fenced in. It just needs like, I think like a 15-foot piece put in. And I know I'm completely off the weight loss topic, but sorry y'all. Just needs that one piece fixed and it'll be good to go. And I know I will feel much safer. Well, I'm almost done. I know I'm gone over 10 minutes here. My mom she had her surgery October 6th, 2 weeks before I did. She is doing great. She's losing weight. I think she's up at like 36 pounds she's lost. She's lost a couple clothing sizes, but she won't. Alice, go on. My cat, sorry. Here, I'll show you. Alice, say hi. She wants to come help. But the only problem she has is she can't take her vitamins. Most of her vitamins make her sick to her stomach, and she can't swallow like the multivitamins and stuff. And she's stubborn and doesn't want to get the chewables on some of them. But other than that, she's doing fantastic. The doctor's pleased with both of our progress. We go again January 13th for our 3-month follow-up. He's letting us go and do the rest of our appointments together. I mean, the hospital's only like 30 minutes away, but it'll save time and gas if we just go together. I can't think of anything else. I know I haven't responded to the comments on my last post or two. Like I said, it's been crazy trying to find a place to live, and I had half the apartment packed up because I thought we were getting evicted. I was ready for it. My dad had cleaned out a spot in their garage for me. I mean, it was close. I don't want to do that again. Don't want to do that again. So I've got stuff half packed and half unpacked, and it's a mess in here right now. So my son and I decided, would we go ahead and try to find a place before I have to unpack all this crap, for lack of a better word. I unpacked boxes that we've had almost 2 years we've lived here. They were still packed. I unpacked and got rid of boxes of stuff. If we have needed it or used it in 2 years, we don't need it. It can go. Well, I will wrap it up here, y'all. It was great talking to y'all. If there's anything you want to know, any questions, anything you want me to talk about, or any comments, please leave them. Please let me know. Email me. All right, love y'all. Have a great night.